Obviously, it's been a disastrous first season for LeBron James in L.A. He has caught so much heat. I think he's caught more heat than his first year in Miami when he got there, number one, and then when they lost to Dallas and he really struggled mightily in that final series against the Mavericks. He hasn't caught this much flack and heat and negative criticism since that time, in my estimation. And now he has even become a punching bag for Charles Barkley. And last night, the TNT crew, Shaq and Kenny didn't really go there, and Ernie didn't either. But Charles Barkley had some fun at LeBron's expense. Here it is.
Okay, LeBron.
Oh, man.
Look at this camera here.
Leave that man alone.
Since you're going to have some free time once the playoffs start,
He's not coming now.
I got a seat for you. The first weekend of the playoffs, you can stay. We'll put you up at a good hotel.
Oh, wow. That's really attractive.
We'll get you a first class.
Stay with you at the Four Seasons?
Yes, we'll get you a first-class ticket. We want you, because we always bring players in for the playoffs. You're not going to be busy during the playoffs, so I'm inviting you here.
Rob, now, watching it, I mean, Barkley was obviously playing around and joking, but I don't know how much LeBron appreciated that. I don't know how much he could find the humor in that.
You know what?
Even Shaq and Kenny were like, hey, man, come on, leave. You know what I mean?
But you know
like,
what? You know who
off.
was watching that game last night? Kawhi Leonard was watching that game when Charles started that. He thought it was funny. And, Chris, you know what? I thought it was funny, and it is amazing that LeBron James is now a punchline, and the Lakers are a punchline. This is far from what people expected when he came here, and you could say whatever you want about the injuries and where they were. The bottom line is they're 4-11 since he came back from his injury, and the teams that they've lost to and where everybody sees this. And I'm going to predict something. I'm going to predict that the ratings will actually be up in the postseason without LeBron. I think that people have had enough LeBron. This is going to be refreshing. It's going to be different.
Stop it.
I'm not.
Stop it.
I'm telling you, this is going to be.
You're trying to make a hot take.
It's not a hot take.
I believe that.
I believe
the NBA is better off that LeBron James is not in the playoffs.
Yes.
Are you really saying that?
After after 8 years of going to straight years to the finals,
ridiculous.
This is going to be good, Chris, for the NBA. We'll finally be able to see other players, other teams. Enough with LeBron. I've OD'd on LeBron. I can't take LeBron. No,
you have
thank
taken
you.
this to a place that is just utter lunacy.
What are you talking about?
We get to see the other players. LeBron being in the playoffs doesn't stop that.
Yes.
You rather see Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams.
Yes.
And Danilo Gallinari.
Yes.
In the playoffs than LeBron James. You're the only person on earth outside of their parents.
It's good.
Let somebody see that.
Let somebody else play. It's all right.
If LeBron being in the playoffs would not have kept the other stars, the guys who've been there for years, the guys who are the other superstars in the league, and the up-and-coming superstars, it wouldn't have stopped them from being in the league, in the playoffs.
This is
It
good,
wouldn't
though.
have stopped us from not seeing them.
It's fresh.
We knew LeBron wasn't going deep.
It's fresh blood. It's a different look. It's not going to all be about LeBron. Every single storyline, everything.
Been about LeBron the
yes,
past
it
few
is.
years.
It's about the 8 years in a row.
The
it's
Eastern
about
Conference,
LeBron.
maybe.
I'm
West
just so
wasn't about
tired.
LeBron.
This will be so refreshing. It'll be a cleanser. The NBA needed an enema, and now we got one.
They're going to get an enema when he retires in a few years. No, shame on you, Mr. Parker.
I'm telling you, I bet you if we open it up for calls and ask people would they be happy to have a different, they might be more apt to watch this year. Now that LeBron's out.
And we will open it up for calls as we always do. But I don't have a problem with you saying when we get another team in the finals, Milwaukee,
it'll be good
Boston,
for the
Toronto,
NBA.
I don't mind that. But to say the entire 2-month playoff run will be better without LeBron, he may have very likely, heck, if they would have squeaked in, they probably would have been 8th.
What do you mean?
And they probably would have met Golden State, and they would have gotten beaten in 4 or 5 games.
You said they were getting in, so you're saying they're not getting in now?
It wouldn't have been a deep run, but I'm just saying for you to actually say the playoffs are better off without LeBron James, that's absolutely ridiculous.
There's some times that you need a cleansing. You need something new.
You were going to get a cleansing when he was bounced in the first round.
No, it's better this
but
way.
But don't tell me fans wouldn't have tuned in.
He's been to the finals 8 years in a row. Last year, he struggled throughout the playoffs, barely got
He didn't
past
struggle in the playoffs. He played great.
No, a starless Celtics team.
He played great.
He barely beat Indiana and Oladipo. He barely 7 games for that. He had a goaltending that they didn't call in a big game.
That made it good. That was good TV, Rob.
All I'm saying is
the 7 games with Indiana, they blew out Toronto. The 7 games with Boston, that was great TV. How can you deny that?
I'm glad that we just got a new NBA. Let's start moving forward as LeBron gets older. Let's get ready for the new storylines, the new dramas, the new stars.
It's better to see these new guys dethrone the older guys.
I remember at the end of Michael Jordan's career when the Wizards didn't make the playoffs. I thought it was good for the NBA. Time to move on. Fresh, new. Do you want stale milk or do you want fresh milk? Which one do you want?
I don't think you believe a word you're saying. I really don't. This is just a hot take. You want to get, just like the Patriots, put you a picture of you on their dartboard. You want LeBron, little Bronny, and Bryce, and the whole James family to have you on the dartboard in the basement.
Tiny Tim and all those guys.
That's what you want. Look, I get it. I get that it's a time, Giannis is going to emerge in the postseason because that's where, look, obviously he's having a great regular season, maybe the MVP. But you really make your name in the playoffs. That's where you really
And that's
get
why
it done.
I like the idea that these other guys will get more of the spotlight. It won't just be about LeBron.
It's not just about LeBron. Other guys get love. Every single playoff game is on national TV.
All I know is you can't talk about a guy who's not in the playoffs. So I just like to
watch.
see.
You don't think so? Watch Undisputed. Watch First Things First.
What are you saying?
Watch The Herd. We gonna be talking LeBron.
I don't think so. I don't know what would be the dialogue.
Look,
if
the
somebody
first
misses
few
a shot or if
weeks-
somebody passes the ball to a scrub with the game on the line, will they say that's the right basketball play? LeBron would have made the same play. Is that what we're talking about?
Scrub. Let's see. Was
George Hill.
I don't even want to say scrub.
George Hill.
But when Michael Jordan,
Hill.
he had the double nickel game, and at the end of the game passed off to Bill Winnington for the
He
big
never
play.
lost in the playoffs, so we don't look at it the same way.
All-star, right? Bill Winnington was a perennial all-star.
When you're 3-6 in the
John
finals,
Paxson.
I'm not buying that.
When Jordan passed off to John Paxson.
Chris, stop.
No, what? Jordan can pass it off to Steve Kerr, to John Paxson, but LeBron can't?
He's 6-0 and LeBron's 3-6. That's the difference.
He
what
wasn't
part
6-0
don't you
when
get?
he made the pass.
What part don't you get? If Michael Jordan was passing the ball to those guys and they missed them and they lost, then you'd have a different dialogue about Michael Jordan. There's no doubt in my mind that would be different.
You are judging the play by the outcome.
Absolutely, because that's
don't
what
do
matters.
that.
That's what I do.
No, you're jumping on LeBron.
No, I'm not.
Look, I've been critical of LeBron where
You
he
said
deserves
Bronny.
it.
See, it almost slipped. I've been critical of Bronny too.
Where he deserves it. But to say that him making passes is just a terrible thing when he has more game-winning shots in the playoffs than the great Michael Jordan.
He don't have more championships. That's what he doesn't have.
No, he doesn't, and everybody knows that. But that's not how you judge it. They both passed off. The only difference was Jordan's nondescript teammates hit the buckets. LeBron's missed. That's it.
Chris, with 8 seconds to go, and you got one play left, who you giving the ball to, MJ or LeBron?
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Okay, there you go. That answers my story.
I'm on record as saying
right there.
Michael Jordan is better.
It ain't
There's
even close.
No question about that. But don't sit here and rip LeBron James
I'm not
for
ripping
things
him.
that you praise Michael Jordan
It's called
for.
a discussion.
Be
We're not
fair.
ripping anybody.
You are ripping him. You just talked about him throwing the pass to a scrub, and when the next big thing throws a late game pass to a scrub, we're going to think of LeBron. I mean, come on.
You said they're going to be talking about him, so I'm trying to figure out how.
Parker, if you're writing, you're ripping. Don't run from who you are.
Hey, by the way, the book is coming out this November.
Yeah.
Yay.
If I'm writing, I'm ripping.
The hip boat. I'm just, Rob, I do not believe, honestly, I don't think you believe that the playoffs are better off without LeBron.
I do. I think it's a new day. I think it's going to be refreshing, like a
it would
Diet
have been
Coke.
that anyway. They weren't going deep. They weren't going deep.
I think it's a better storyline that it's just a playoffs without LeBron so we could get ready for it. They might not make the playoffs in his 3 years that he's here.
Oh, no, they going to look. Well, man. They going to make the playoffs.
Oh, you stopped
next
yourself.
Year.
Look
they
at Chris.
going to make the playoffs
He
next
stopped
year.
himself.
I'm telling you, we're going to have another bet. They
Chris, how
will
many
make the playoffs next year.
If you're going to keep losing bets to me, you know what? And you know what? Let me ask you this.
Every single
let
week
me ask you this.
In pickoff except week one. What you
all right,
talking about?
so let me ask you this. Would I have won the sneaker bet if now that they cut back LeBron not playing and
honestly,
back-to-back? You still would have paid? Okay.
Yep, I would have. Because that had nothing to do with them missing it. Honestly, I'm dead serious.
So you know what? Why don't you just honor the? Why don't you honor the bet? Seriously,
no,
just out of
you pulled out.
No, because you wanted an escape clause.
You know, of course. I mean, I was
Rob
like,
G.
if LeBron James gets hurt, it's off.
Rob G. Wouldn't you honor the bet just out of decency? Chris is a decent man.
Husky. He ain't
Rob G.
As we've discussed plenty of times on and off the air, Chris is a swindler trying to get out of his bet. Rob Parker had this one.
No, I ain't trying to get out of the bet. I'm out of the bet. Rob agreed
G,
to it.
I called it, didn't I, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks, whatever it was? I said they weren't make the playoff. Chris said the stars aligned, and he gave me all the reasons. He told me the Clippers want to lose because they don't want to give up their draft pick. All they've done is won. He told me all the stuff that was supposed to happen, and none of it happened.
I just want to bring Chris with me to Vegas next time I'm playing blackjack, so when someone hits on 16, I can pull my bet back and be like, well, it changed things now.
Look at y'all.
I don't like
it.
We ripping you. We ripping you today.
I know. DJ Tyshirt, you got something to say?
Yeah, rip him too. Rip him a new one.
You got something to say about me eating meat or something like that?
No, I won't go that route, but, I mean, bet is a bet.
Thank you.
It was understood, Deb, you got something to say or you going to back me
I
up?
am.
Deb, tell him to pay up on the sneakers because I got it right.
No, don't even try to go there, Rob.
Well, I think if you want to go by the letter of the law, you did make the bet, but I think most people with common sense would understand that the Lakers were not going to make the playoffs without LeBron James.
Thank you, Deb. See, Deb.
Deb.
Thank you, Deb.
You're welcome.
Deb is my Christian sister. And
Oh,
she's
now.
it's not the letter of the law. It's the spirit of the law.
You're playing the religious card now?
That. No,
He's playing
I'm
the
just
religious
telling
card.
Truth. She understands that.
No,
it's the spirit of the law.
Hey, Deb, during the break, can you give me a baptism?
You are my brother. And by the way, I'm the voice of reason. I'm not picking sides here. I'm just, that's just
She's
kind
just
of the way
telling
it
the
is.
truth.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was
you know
understood, Rob. You knew that. It was understood.
Chris, even Nathan, the intern's giving you a thumbs down. He's like,
Nathan's my homeboy. Iowa Nathan. I lived in Iowa for 2 years, Nathan.
Look at this. He's trying to get at it.
We homeboys, man. So you got to be with a brother. All right. Will the NBA playoffs be better, as Rob Parker suggests, without LeBron and the Lakers? My goodness. Hit us up, 877-99 on Fox.
All right, let's go with Daniel in South Carolina. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Daniel?
I knew it was too good to be true when Rob Parker defended LeBron James.
On television today. Did you see it? Did you see Undisputed?
We heard you on the radio yesterday.
That's right.
I heard you on the radio yesterday, and I was like, I tried to call in. I couldn't get through. I was going to say, I need to lock myself in my house because Armageddon was coming. But, Rob, I got a nickname for you.
What is that?
The Canopy. It's the Canopy because all you do is cast shade at LeBron James.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah, Kawhi likes it. But no, there's no way. LeBron in the playoffs, that's what you want to see. The numbers are going to be better. You'll still get to see the other players.
I saw it already. I've seen it. I don't need to see it again. We've seen
He wasn't
it.
to the finals, Rob.
But I've seen LeBron
He's
in the
on
playoffs.
one team.
He hasn't been out of the playoffs since his second year in the league, right? So this is good. This is a breather.
We don't want him out of the playoffs till he retires.
Michael Jordan was out his last 2 years, so LeBron could be out his last
pretty.
4.
It wasn't pretty.
The league went on. They still went on. The playoffs went on.
It was a down moment. We wanted Jordan in the playoffs just like we
we wasn't good enough, and we accepted it, and we moved on. All right, what about Elaine in Atlanta? You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What you got, Elaine?
Hi. Actually, Rob, I agree with you.
Yes.
Elaine.
Can you tell
and
Chris?
I have to say, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Tell Chris why you agree with me.
I agree with him. Actually, Chris proved your point. When he actually said, LeBron's not going to be in the playoffs, but we're going to talk about him anyway during the playoffs. it's not even about LeBron. He's an amazing talent, from his business ventures to what he's done for the game to, the kind of person that he appears to be. It's not really even about him. It's about basically the comment that Chris made. It's like it sucks up all the oxygen in the room.
Yes, and we've been through it. Yes.
Yeah, last year when Golden State won, they swept the Cavaliers. All they could talk about on First Things First was that doggone hand that he supposedly didn't break.
Right.
It's like they didn't even win. They were swept, and they spend so many minutes talking about them.
Thank
There
you.
are times when I'll actually count how many minutes they talk about LeBron when something bad happened, i.e. they got, they're basically bounced out of the playoffs, or when they lost to a bad team. On First Things First especially, they will spend very little time on him when something doesn't go his way. But let him do something that is worthy. And it's like the whole doggone show might as well be, it might as well be his show.
Elaine?
I'm just saying that.
Can we give you an applause for Elaine? She's right on the money
Elaine,
here. Elaine, very good job.
Elaine,
unbelievable.
Be concerned. Be wary.
Elaine.
It's like
that
I just
you
want to
agreed
hear about
with Rob
someone
Parker.
else.
I do too.
I really don't agree with Rob.
Elaine, there's still going to be a lot of LeBron talk.
Elaine,
Trust me.
thanks for calling. We appreciate
and Rob
you so
knows
much.
I'm right.
Hey,
Rob, is there not going to be a lot of LeBron talk?
Not as much as we've had in the past because it's hard.
But there's going to be plenty.
Chris in Miami, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, Rob? How's it going, Chris?
What's happening,
I'm
man?
actually a big fan of both of you guys, man. I'm really a big fan of Chris and Rob. Rob, you always keep it real.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
I am on Rob's side this time. Sorry to say it, Chris, but it's just real. Like, I'm a big Lakers fan, been a Lakers fan since, like, the day I was born. I was practically
Kobe fan,
born
right?
literally down the street. Yeah, I got to be a Kobe fan.
So you're
but
enjoying this. That cut to the chase. You're
Let me hear this.
enjoying
Yes,
this.
let me hear this.
I'm not going to lie. I am loving LeBron's destruction right now. Because everyone always puts LeBron in the conversation with Jordan, but it's like Kobe, 5 rings. I mean, you could do the comparison and you'll see that Kobe Bryant is a great player. People like to say that he didn't get teammates, but like at the same time, he made the teammates that he had win championships. I mean, he had Smush Parker, guys. Let's be real. He had Smush Parker.
My
LeBron
cousin
never had the talent of Smush Parker.
Nope. There you go.
So you obviously have Lakers friends. Are they among your circle of Lakers friends? Are they all pretty much feeling the same way you are? That hey, this is great for Kobe.
It's not even that like we hate LeBron or anything like that. To me, it's just that like why do everyone give LeBron this high rank automatically? Like he only won 3 rings. Let's be honest. He only won 3 rings.
And he only won 1 in
Steph Curry
11
has
years
3
in
rings.
Cleveland. 1 in 11 years, right, Chris?
True. Steph Curry has 3 rings also. Nobody has him on the high rank either, you know? Like, granted, he was on the Golden State team that was built naturally.
Well, but
like,
that team is built around him.
No doubt.
He's the third best point guard ever.
Hey, Chris, thanks for chiming in. We appreciate you. Chris, you were shocked. There was a couple people that do believe what I'm talking about.
They should be concerned. Folks, be concerned that you actually agree with Rob
Wow.
Parker on a take. I'm just
Feel
saying.
sick.
FS1 NFL analyst, our good friend, TJ Hushmanzada. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, TJ?
Man, I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
All
We're great.
good.
Now, TJ, I know you were a really good basketball player. Now, I know that from you telling me that. So I'm going to ask you a basketball question before we get into the NFL.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Rob and I were just debating, is the NBA better off with LeBron out of the playoffs, or would they have been better off if he had made the playoffs?
Come on, man. That's a no-brainer. They're better off with him in the playoffs.
No,
Thank you.
TJ.
Thank you, TJ.
TJ,
Thank
we've
you.
seen enough. 8 straight years. I'm good. Let's see somebody else. Let's talk about some of the other players in the league. This is going to be a breath of fresh air.
You see him in a regular season.
No,
right.
The playoffs are different.
With LeBron not being in the playoffs and with him being in LA in that market, you want to see that. But unfortunately, I mean, they're just not good enough. I mean, it is what it is. they're not good enough. LeBron is playing well, but the team, they're very inconsistent.
TJ, Michael Jordan didn't make the playoffs his last 2 years in Washington. The playoffs went on. People will find other stuff to watch.
On, Rob, but
it ain't the
how long
end of the
did we
world.
look for a new
Rob,
another Michael Jordan?
The playoffs are still going to go on. I mean, it would just be better if LeBron was involved. It's just one of those things where as long as you are one of the more recognizable names, but not only that, he's still a top 2-3 player. It's not the best player in the NBA. Why would you want him in the playoffs?
We want to see guys who play defense in the playoffs.
TJ Hushmanzada, the voice of reason. The voice of reason. Thank you for your wisdom, TJ.